Okay, right. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to read from the file system. We've made this wonderful file here with all our jokes. Now we need to get that file itself into our program. So under the button one click event, I'm going to use a new command you've never seen before. That command is using. Using is when we deal with the system. Now I'm going to type this and then come back and explain what's happening. So it's using read jokes as new Microsoft Visual Basic file input output text file parser and location. Oops. Okay, now click on the end, press enter. Okay. Now you have to forgive me for typing all that in one go. Just from experience, I've worked out that you don't want to stop halfway through. So let's explain what's going on. So the using we use whenever we're dealing with system events, such as reading a file, handling input, outputs, hardware, that kind of thing. Read jokes, well, because we're reading jokes, I've given it the name read jokes. From now on, I will be able to refer to it just as that. Okay, it's a new function. So we're putting as new because it doesn't exist yet. You only have to do that once. If you're then using this same read jokes again, then you would just use the as. You could ignore the new if you wanted. Okay, after that, well, it's Microsoft Visual Basic. That's kind of self-explanatory. And in there, we're using their libraries to deal with files going input and output. So information going into the system or going out of the system. You can also use this to write, which we'll show you later. Now this last bit, text field parser. If we look at what we're actually importing, we have 3 columns. Now another way of referring to these are 3 fields. There's the number field, the joke field, and the answer field. They're written in text, and we want our system to be able to read and understand these, and that's actually what that means. It means it's going to read and understand that there are different fields within our text. And finally, the file location, I'm going to put n colon, I forgot to put in there because I've stored mine. It has to be the actual location you store in. You can't just assume that it's going to find it somewhere on your computer. So you need to put the exact location. In my case, I put that straight in the N drive. But if you put it in a different folder, you need to put the full location there, starting with the drive letter. Okay, right, I'd like you to do that now. I'll just minimize this so you can get an idea. Right, away you go.